Hey everybody, it's Kendra. So welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. So I've had a few people ask me about tutorials for fall and winter makeup. So I wanted to throw a fall tutorial in here. I'll probably do one, every month. I'll probably do one in November and one in December too. Because there is not just, one fall trend. So when I was asked this, I definitely did some research and I was checking out what were the major makeup trends on the runways for, the fall winter collections. So some of the things I saw, there was definitely a lot of dewy skin, like very bare glowing skin, a lot of nude lips. Usually for fall you think, like a deep plum, a deep burgundy lip. I saw some of that, but a lot of the lips were very, very nude, neutral, and almost sort of like a taupe color. We also had a lot of smoky eyes, and we also had a lot of metallics. So today, for this tutorial, I'm kind of collaborating with or incorporating some of these trends. So we're keeping the skin very glowy, very dewy. I didn't do really any contouring, just, some highlight, a little bit of blush, very, very neutral blush though. Kept the mouth nude, neutral, and then the eyes, I'm doing a smoky eye, and I'm playing with a smoky and metallic feel, and I have this really pretty pigment from Illamasqua, so it's kind of giving us that metallic idea. So it's metallic, duochrome, really, really pretty. So yeah, it's sort of like a brown, red, green, smoky. I'm doing a super, super quick tutorial right after the makeup, just to show you guys how to do this messy bun. I actually had a request for this, so it's super, super easy. This is probably my hairstyle on the average day when it's dirty or I'm at the gym or running around and I just don't have time, or I'm just too lazy to actually properly do my hair. So anyway, let's jump into the tutorial. I really like this look. I think it's really, really fun for fall. And it's fall, so I can start to wear my cozy sweaters. This actually was knit by my grandma for my grandpa, so I love it. Okay, nice look, right? One eye, smoky, no foundation, no other eye stuff. Sexy, I get it. Anyway, so I have primed my skin with the Guerlain Meteorites Perles, and then I also use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I use some of this Hempz lip balm on my lips. I've done one eye so you can sort of see the look we're going for. So it's basically sort of like a brown, greeny, red, duochrome, sort of metallic look for autumn. Anyway, so let's do this eye. Let's match these babies up. So first I'm using the Mercier Caviar stick, and this is in the color Cocoa. So basically I'm just putting this on very, very haphazardly, just lightly all over the moving part of my lid. And then I'm taking a Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm just kind of blending this in so it's not all splotchy. So this is also another reason I did one eye first. I like to do, when I'm working with a base like this, I like to do one eye and then the other, because the shadow tends to stick better when it's still not completely dried, when this base isn't completely dried. So I like to do it eye by eye. And then I'm also taking I need a clean pencil brush. So I'm just taking a clean pencil brush and I am just going like this into the Caviar stick, and I'm just gonna run this along my lower lash line. Kind of like the outer half, 2/3, not the full way. And then just kind of connecting it in the corner. Okay, then I am taking a Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I am taking my Lorac 2 palette. I'm using the colors Nectar and Light Brown, and I'm just mixing them together and putting this a bit in my crease and a bit above it. Okay, then I'm just taking a flat brush, and I am using the shadow called Mekong, and this is by NARS. So it's a really beautiful, deep, chocolatey brown, a little bit of sparkle, really pretty stuff. So I'm just kind of putting this, I'm just gonna place this sort of on the outer half, 2/3 of my lid. And then I'm gonna blend it in with that same brush I used initially to blend in the Caviar stick. And then I'm taking this is another pencil brush. This is the E30 by Sigma, dipping it into that same shadow and running it underneath. Again, just going like halfway, 2/3, and trying not to poke my eye. So this is as far as I'm going for the base. You know, it is pretty smoky. I could go darker. I could add in some black. I just don't really want to. Like, I think this is smoky enough. This is kind of like a wearable daytime smoky eye. I don't want to make it super, super like clubby, you know? Anyway, so let's continue. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. Okay, and then I am taking the waterproof eyeliner by Makiash, and I'm going to do my upper waterline and lower waterline. This is one of my favorite liners ever. I love this stuff, especially for your waterline. It's so good for that. And now for the really fun part. This is such a beautiful product. So this is a pure pigment by Illamasqua. It is called Fervent, and it's sort of this red-green duochrome. It's so, so pretty. It's just lovely. Yeah, it's more like red. Oh, it's so nice. So we're just gonna place this on top of the shadow. And this just makes it look really special. Gives you that nice, fun, metallic feel. And this could totally work for Christmas too. And I also take this same brush and I run a bit underneath my lower lash line. Curl my lashes again, and then some mascara, and then the eyes are basically done. I will do a bit of inner corner highlighting once my face is done and everything is cleaned up, and just like a finishing touch, I'll do a little bit of highlighter in the inner corner. Cool, I have matching eyes. Okay, let's do some skin. Let's perfect this look. So I am using another product from Illamasqua. This is their skin-based foundation. I am in shade 5.5. So easy peasy, putting this stuff on the back of my hand. Oh, it's kind of hard to get out. And then I'm just using a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just gonna go all over my face. So this foundation is really, really good stuff. It covers really well. It doesn't give you a really, really cakey look though. Just overall super lovely stuff. So I'm getting as close as I can underneath my eyes without messing up the eyeshadow. But I will go in closer with a concealer brush shortly. Okay, next I'm taking my creamy concealer in Custard by NARS, and I'm gonna clean up underneath. Cover those dark circles, really camouflage everything. I didn't really have much fallout. I'm quite impressed with myself. And if I cover up a tiny bit of the shadow, I can just go in at the very end and just add a bit more shadow if I need to. And then I'm using a Makeup Forever 140 wavy brush to just sort of buff that in. Easier to do it this way than using just the flat concealer brush. Putting a tiny bit of that concealer just up under my brow bone, partially because I need to pluck my eyebrows still to hide some of those guys, and also as a highlight. Okay, and then for like some color, some dimension to my face, not gonna do a lot. I'm using two blushes, and they're very, very similar. It's just one is cream and one is powder. So the cream one is the Zygomatic by Illamasqua, and then the powder one is Douceur by NARS. So they're very, very similar colors. Just gonna use a bit of the Zygomatic, put it on this. You are a small duo fiber brush from Sigma. And I'm just gonna put it, you know, kind of where you would contour. Just a very, very small amount. I really don't want like a super, super contoured face. I don't want anything harsh. Next, I am taking the translucent setting powder by Mercier, and I'm just gonna set all of this very lightly with that. So I am using, as a brush, I'm using the Tapered Face brush by Sigma. I've been really liking this brush. I've been really getting into this one recently. And then just for a bit more color, I am using the NARS Blush Douceur and this cute little art brush I got at the art store. And again, I'm just doing this a bit more on the apples of my cheeks, and then also sort of like where I started that contour with this Zygomatic. So again, not really giving me a ton of color, just kind of making me look more alive. Need a bit of color when you're doing like a smoky eye like this, otherwise you just kind of look a bit, it's such a stark contrast. Okay, let's do some brows. So I am using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. This stuff is fantastic. So just taking a tiny bit of this, putting it on the back of my hand, working it into the brush, and then putting it in my brows. So I don't do a very like perfect brow. I just kind of like to darken it a bit. Okay, then as a highlight, I am using the Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and this is in number 1 highlight. So lovely. And I'm using this fabulous little fan brush from the art store, and I'm just gonna do, you know, a bit here. Bit down my nose. Of course, Cupid's bow. Just a wee bit up there. Cool. So we're getting that nice glowing skin look that everybody seems to have on the runways. Okay, then for my lips, I'm using a very nude lipstick. I love a smoky eye with a nude lip. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Nude Kate. And then I'm also finishing this off with a nude sparkly gloss. This is also by Charlotte Tilbury. This is called Blondie. So I'm mainly focusing this kind of on the center, and then also, yeah, like the center on the top, to make everything look really full. And then finally, just to finish the look, I want to go back for my eyes and just, you know, touch up the bottom, like in case any of that, you know, got smeared away when I did my foundation and concealer. So I'm just taking, I'm not even putting more product on, I'm just taking the same brush. I use that Mekong shadow, and I'm just running that along the bottom. And then I'm also taking the same brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of this pigment on, this Illamasqua pigment, and I'm just going to go underneath again. And then I'm also taking the same flat brush I had used before, putting a tiny bit more pigment on and adding that to the top. I really love this pigment and I just can't get enough of it, so it's gonna add a tiny bit more. And then again, just sort of like blend it a bit. And then finally, I am just gonna highlight the inner corner a teeny bit. I am using a Sigma short shader brush, using that same Mercier highlight, and I'm just gonna sweep a teeny bit of that in the inner corners. Okay, so that's the makeup finished. You know, very simple skin, glowing skin, a very natural lip, and then more of this intense smoky eye, like brown smoky eye with this beautiful duochrome pigment. I really love this pigment. I think it's probably one of the most beautiful products I own. I love it. You can do so much with it. Wet, dry, it's just fantastic. So love it. Also, I want to take this opportunity to do a super quick hair tutorial. Jennifer had actually commented on my most recent video asking me how I did my messy bun. So I love that she commented because my messy bun is just kind of when I'm too lazy to do my hair. So Jennifer, you really made my day saying that you liked my messy bun, because that's how my hair is all the time, because I don't always want to like straighten it or curl it or whatever. Anyway, super, super easy to do. You just need an elastic or one of these guys. These guys work really, really well because it's not super tight, but if you're gonna use this, I would suggest getting one kind of in black or like a similar color to your hair. So my black one broke, so I'm just gonna use the elastic. So basically, I just gather my hair up, kind of like you would a ponytail. You know, I don't comb it, I don't make it perfect. This is messy, you know, why bother? Then I take the ends and I just twist it, and then I just sort of wrap it around. So very haphazard. Take this hand, hold on to that, and then I take the elastic, go around it twice. So, you know, it starts out pretty tight, and then basically I just pull on it. I pull on it, make it a little bit bigger, I twist it, just kind of futz around with it, and yeah, eventually you end up with something you like. Maybe, you know, like pin it a little bit. But yeah, basically that's it. Like there's no great secret to it. It's just my very, very lazy updo that I think kind of looks cute. Okay, so there you have it. We have a very glowing face, natural lip, pretty smoky eye. Usually I do a smoky eye that's more like purple or black, but I really like this. I really liked going, you know, with more of the brown tone and sort of this red green duochrome. I love these colors for fall. I think this is just such a lovely, lovely look for the fall. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.